Okay, we have the Grey Wolf Black Label. First, you're gonna have your 12-volt battery up in the front. It is a deep cell, as well as you're gonna have two 20-pound LP tanks up front. So you got a regulator, the white cap here. The arrow pointing to the left means you're using the left side tank. When that runs out, it'll turn red. Just turn it, and then it'll use this tank. Tongue jack, you're gonna be able to go up or down, and then the light switch is right above it. Then we're gonna go to the passenger side front compartment. You got your spare tire as well as your battery, cable, 30 amp, override bars right there. And then right next to the spare tire, you're gonna have a switch up in the front. It's gonna be for the docking lights. We're gonna go to the entertainment outside. You have your outdoor stove top. You just, with the LP hose, you're gonna just slide it down the back side here, pop it out the bottom. You got a quick connect right underneath it, and it'll connect into like an air hose. Then you'll just turn on your propane up front, and it'll use the propane from your tanks up front. You got an ice maker as well as a refrigerator outside. The refrigerator won't power up unless you're connected to shore power. Outdoor shower here. You got an exhaust. It's extremely hot, so be careful if you're standing next to your entertainment stand. That exhaust turns on, you're gonna get burned. Outdoor hookup for TV. You got cable and satellite ports as well as 120 outlets. Speakers are controlled outside from inside. They're controlled inside for the outside ones. We'll walk back to the back here. On this one, you got the toy hauler as well as the deck. So to pull up your decks, you're gonna just drop your door down. You're gonna pull the 4 little clips on the inside. As you see, there's inside and outside clips. Pull the inside clips. If you leave the outside clips, it'll just slide up, right? On every pull, and then you just lift it up and it'll fold out. And lock it. When you bring it back, when you bring it up, there will be a top hole you want to stay in. So the only pin you'll move is the top pin. And then if you want to load up a toy, 4-wheeler, any of that, just pull the pins here, and that will release the wires and let the gate drop. So you got 3 little pegs underneath it to protect it from cement. Then on this camper too, you have the air vents, just in case your toy's muddy or wet, then it's not smelling all musty inside the camper. Down below, you're gonna have the black tube. There is gonna be a sewer hose storage. Right to the left of it is gonna be a sewer outlet connection. There's gonna be your black coat, your black. So your black tank's gonna be your toilet only. So now we're right midway of driver's side, you got your 30 amp hookup. The light right above black label is going to be controlled from the inside. You got a black tank flush. Yeah, it's just a sensor on it. You got black tank flush. You're going to hook up a regular water hose to it. Don't power it up until your valve is open and you're connected to the grounded dump. Because as soon as you power that water hose up and you got that closed off, it's only coming one way. It's coming back out the toilet. Oh yeah, it's never a good sign. You got an outdoor shower. You got your Freshwater City water connection. For anyone that don't know the difference, the fresh water's gonna be filling the tank on the unit. Okay. City water is gonna be using the water off the water hose. Before I go to any campsite, I always fill my fresh tank. Just because you never know how many people are going to come in the middle of the night. Sure. So then I always have pressure water. Right below it, you got another waste tank. That's going to be gray tank. So it's going to be shower, sink. And we'll walk forward. You got your cable input right before the slide. Low point drains. It's going to be right on the other side of the support bar here. You got 2 little caps. Okay. So during the winter time, drain water heaters here. You're gonna want to pull the plug, release the pressure first. It's just like an at-home water heater. Release that pressure before you pull the plug, and then when you pull the plug on that, for if you're not gonna use it for months or if you're just gonna be done for the year, pull the plug on that. Pull the plugs off that, off the 2 low point drains. You're gonna have a red and a blue down there. There'll be twist caps. Yep. You're gonna just set everything right here. Is gonna be the easiest spot because this door comes up and locks, and then you know where they always are.
Yeah. Okay.
Then your VIN, everything's gonna be right here. So that'll give you the tire pressure, your everything that you need to know. Then we'll go inside. Inside, we're walking inside the camper. Right to the left, you're gonna have your control panel. Your control panel is gonna have the 4 little black buttons up on top. You push them, it's gonna show the levels. So your battery's full, fresh water's full, gray, empty, black, empty. So you can always just come up here and check your level of your tanks. Slide out control when you're bringing it in and out. Just make sure when you're pushing it out, there's nothing outside it you're gonna nail. Bringing it in, make sure there's not a lot of weight on it, because then you're gonna wear and tear that motor down. Awning, here's the control here. Awning lights, the convenient light, that's gonna be that white light out on the back side. Slide lights will be just your blue LEDs. So when you hit main light, any light that don't turn off when you got them all on, those are all going to be manual lights. So all of our manual lights are going to be like an old school tap light. You're going to have a button in the center here, and then you just turn it, flick it back off.
That's all these.
So some of them are you can go by the switch. So if that turn.
Oh no, that's convenient light.
Main. Yep. So if that turned off with the main, now you don't got to worry about tapping it. But the ones underneath, above the bed there, you'll have to manual turn on, turn off. Okay. Then you got 2 USB ports as well as a 120 charger on the right side. Then we're gonna come into the kitchen. Your best indicator, if you have shore power, is gonna be your microwave. If the microwave's not powered up, you don't have a 30 amp hookup. So that's gonna be the best indicator. Stove is used to be like outdoor grill. You're gonna turn it over, do a low setting, and just flick it. This is gonna be your igniter for your grill or your stovetop as well as your oven.
Okay. So it clicks every time you turn it?
Yep, just like an outside grill.
Okay.
As well as you just got a little light. It turns on the light inside the oven too. Fridge, you're gonna be running off of battery. So keep your battery, even if you're hooked up to your truck, say your battery dies, if you're hooked up to your truck, your fridge will work.
Okay.
Just remember, as long as you keep the battery charged.
So either you're plugged in or...
Like say you're driving, yep, you're driving, this is still going to run. Okay. As well as, like a lot of them, the older ones, they would go to the propane.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to run off the battery. So.
Just battery all the time, no propane option.
Yeah, so, well, as long as you'll always have it charged when you're using it.
Yeah.
Because if you're at home loading it, you got it plugged in because you got to open the slide. Or if you're hooked up to your truck driving, it's still cooling.
So if it's sitting there in the if it's not hooked up to anything in the refrigerator, will the refrigerator run if it's turned on, or can you turn it on and off?
So this one you cannot. This one you just control by the temp. Can't really turn this one completely off.
Okay, so if it's just sitting there not plugged in to anything, will it still run on the battery or drain the battery?
Your battery's always it's always drawing amps, your battery, because your carbon monoxide alarm underneath your battery cutoff switch there, that's always pulling juice, no matter what you do. That's gonna pull juice, and as well as the converter.
Okay.
Those are always gonna draw juice from your battery. There's no stopping that. The only way to stop that is if you use your battery disconnect. Your battery disconnect's going to shut everything down from the battery back.
Okay.
But it's still going to allow your running lights and stuff to work. So that's going to be the only way on this style camper you're going to be able to save your juice.
Okay.
Shut it down. But when you're running off your truck, you gotta know your alternator's charging, so that battery's constantly recharging. So when you're driving, if you got food, say you're going to a campsite or coming home, leave that on because that's gonna keep it going.
Right.
So, okay. But if you're just sitting there, that's gonna be the best choice. Kick that battery off.
Because you can't turn the refrigerator off, so it's it's on all the time and it's drawing juice.
Yep.
All the time.
So like if you want to turn it on, there's a knob here. You'll just like that's gonna be your temp cooler here.
Yeah.
And it has a little click there, which is not powering up the cooler side, but it's still drawing the light.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's
so
very minimum.
So it wouldn't be cooling really and drawing a lot of battery power if you
No.
turn it all the way. Makes sense.
It's just like a LED light on a USB charger up there. That's always drawing juice.
Sure.
That's the good thing about LEDs. They don't use next to nothing. So right below the fridge, you're gonna have your 120 breakers as well as your 12-volt fuses. If anything happens with your trailer, this is the first spot you need to get to. Lights outside, anything inside, anything that has to do with the trailer.
Are there any spares?
There are not, but there you can get like my best suggestion, because there's 40s and a lot of them are 15s. Just go to like a gas station or something, and get the variety pack, and just shove them like in a drawer.
Yeah.
Because then you got a little of each, or even AutoZone.
Yeah.
And then, as we said, the battery disconnect as well as your carbon monoxide right underneath it. Your AC control is right up here. It's gonna be just like at your house. You're gonna turn it on just by pushing the button. For fan, AC, heat, and then control your temp. Pretty self-explanatory. Radio, you're gonna have your zone 1 and zone 2. Zone 2 is going to be the outside speakers.
Okay.
Zone 1 is going to be the inside speakers. You'll just push to hold it, just click it, and then it'll turn it on or off. It does everything from but DVDs. Basically, it'll hook USB as well as Bluetooth.
Okay. Oh, so it does Bluetooth. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can control the outside speakers on Bluetooth from the phone or something.
Yep, and then say like there's a race or something you want to watch, you got TV hooked up. If you got it hooked into the AV jacks there, that's wired to your radio, so you can use it as a surround sound.
Gotcha.
Bathroom's pretty self-explanatory. No, your GFI is gonna be right above your sink there.
Okay.
Automatic lights.
Yeah, when you enter it. When I walked through, really, I thought that's kind of nice. You don't turn them on or off, or can you?
You can turn them on and off from there, but that one light's always gonna pop on as soon as it sees motion, as a night light.
Okay.
And then in the back, you have your screens for your porch. They're just buckle clips on just under the 2 buckles. They'll drop down with a zipper.
Okay.
And then the table, you put a foot on the leg and pull the table at you, and it'll lift up.
Oh.
Yep. And then there's a little yellow lock. The little yellow lock, like if you get down there, there's a yellow lock that'll be locked. Just push it the other way, and it'll release it to drop back down. And then you want to push away from you when you're putting it down, and that'll bring up your table. And that completes the video on the Black Wolf, or the Grey Wolf Black Label.